The E-liter is a special kind of weapon. As unlike many others, it used to be one of the best weapons in Splatoon. The sound of the E-liter 3K used to be terrifying, something feared by all as an absolute nightmare in any match, but now it rests as a solid mid-tier. So how did it break Splatoon, and how did it fall? E-liter was introduced in the original Splatoon as the game's launch as the E-liter 3K, the longest range charger that used 30% of the ink tank per shot, resulting in 3 shots per tank. While it had extraordinarily long range, its slow charge speed was intended to make up for this as it could only shoot, and therefore splat, so often. Unfortunately, this would not be the case due to a small ability known as damage up. Damage up could actually reduce the one-hit splat time to lower and lower values, making it more possible to play more aggressively, shooting more often and using less of the ink tank per shot, making the E-liter just broken to play against. There was simply no combating this beast. With damage up, it was able to do the Squiffer's job better than the Squiffer itself, and clips can still be found online of crazy splat streaks achieved with just the E-liter alone. This was problematic for the game, as it was simply unfun to fight against and completely unbalanced, even by Splatoon 1 standards. To remedy this, Nintendo delivered patch 2.2.0. The maximum damage without full charge is reduced from 120.0 to 100.0. This, unsurprisingly, didn't change anything, and the E-liter still continued as an incredibly powerful weapon. However, external factors would conspire against the E-liter as well. The meta was slowly moving away from damage up and into the quick respawn meta, making the E-liter less effective as other players could simply respawn faster and making each splat have less of an impact. Notably, the E-liter couldn't take part in this meta because it had to use the ability slots on its gear for damage up. Finally, version 2.7.0 release, increasing special gauge loss by 10%, reducing swim speed by 10%, and decreasing partially charged range by 20%. While it now charged 6% faster, this would finally put it in line with the other high tiers, instead of standing out as a completely broken weapon. Still, it can't be underestimated how much it broke the game, offering insane splatting potential to those with good aim, and utterly dominating public lobbies for a long time. Just like the other Splatoon 1 high tiers though, the E-liter was butchered when added to Splatoon 2. The shiny new E-liter 4K reversed the partial charge range nerf, decreased ink consumption to 25 and decreased charge time by 2 frames, but the removal of damage up hurt this weapon. Furthermore, movement speed was decreased by 8.3%, the maximum damage without a full charge was decreased to 80, and the range even was decreased by 15%, posing serious problems to the continued usage of this weapon. Even through all these nerfs though, the E-liter would have been fine. The problem was in between the lines. Missiles. The displacement specials of Splatoon 2 with global range could completely destroy the E-liter, or at the very least harass it enough to make it effectively useless. The slow speed and long charge time is especially vulnerable to missiles, so it would have to immediately leave its spot and wait them out, only to go through the long charging process again. The E-liter would be stuck in this state for most of the game, only getting a few glimpses of hope, and it would certainly never live up to the Splatoon 1 counterpart. However, Splatoon 3 would offer a new chance for the downtrodden leader. With maps having less flank routes and being smaller, the E-liter could cover more of the map without as much risk of being flanked from the sides or back, allowing for far more gameplay than what was possible in Splatoon 2 in a more intended way than Splatoon 1. The power of the E-liter is also what caused Ninja Squid to be so popular early in the game, as it was a hard counter to the E-liter's insane sightline. However, crab meta would slowly begin to set in, and as time progressed, the E-liter found itself being countered more and more by crab tank, which reduced the hitbox of the user and gave them far more range and damage to be able to hit the E-liter when it otherwise couldn't. This would see the E-liter slowly fall out of the meta, and by the time of spring 2023, it would be completely gone and is now just another mid-tier. A far cry from what it used to be in Splatoon 1.